actually going to work this time? It is going to work this time. Fantastic. All right. Due to poor time management on my part, we're a day late on our weekly tournament update. So this is going to be dated May 12th to May 17th is the Heroclix tournaments in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area. Starting with Tuesday, May 12th, we have at 518 Yonge Street, Toronto at 401 Games at 6:30 p.m. a 300 modern floor tournament. What a floor tournament is at least 50% of the build, so in this case 150 points, has to be from the newest set, which in this week happens to be Avengers Assemble. So next we move on to Wednesday, May 13th. We have at Wizards Cache, 333 Bloor Street West in Toronto, a 300-point Silver Age. Silver Age at the Wizards Cache is no feats or battlefield conditions. Bring 2 different name theme teams. That's going to be 2 different named keyword teams. And your opponent gets to choose which team to play against. First player gets to choose the opponent's team first. So then we move into Thursday, as Thursday, May 14th, at Black Knight Games at 868 Mohawk Road East in Hamilton at 6 o'clock p.m. They're running an 800-point Modern Age tournament. We move into Friday, where we have no official tournaments, but Wizards Cache at 333 Bloor Street West on Friday often has their own casual clicks Friday night at 6:30 p.m. So check with them before heading on down. Then we move into Saturday at 20 Strathern Avenue and Brampton, the Comic Warehouse. At 1 o'clock p.m. is running Yu-Gi-Oh! Month 4. The Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the Battle of Millennium, Month 4, sorry. So this week, of course, you're going to get the participation prize. I don't remember what Month 4's prize is. Believe it's some kind of dragon. I don't know. But you also get another piece of the Millennium Stone. At least 50% of the build, so in this case 200 points, has to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, and you're not allowed to use any outside elements that are not Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you're bringing a resource, bring the Millennium Stone. And at least 200 points has to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. And that's it we have for the Comic Warehouse. I forgot to check one of our stores, and I am running completely off the rails here. Listen to me and and So we move in. I am sorry, folks, and I'm going to. Here we go. So May 17th at Comic Book Addiction at 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby, we have the Avengers Assembled release party. Entry fee is 2 5-figure boosters of the new set, Avengers Assemble. Each player builds a 400-point team from those two boosters. Pretty awesome. And that is this week in tournaments in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area. Don't forget, guys, June 27th is the weekend of the ROC Provincials tournaments. There have Provincials in states. Depending on where you live, in the US of A, they'll be called the States. If you live up north, here in Canada, it is called the Provincials. And specifically in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area, 401 Games at 518 Yonge Street in Toronto is running the Ontario leg of the Provincial tournaments. That being said, there are several feeder tournaments going into this event. One, officially announced, will be May 30th at 20 Strathern Avenue in Brampton, the Comic Warehouse. We'll be running the first Winamap as entry. The tournament format, it's post-April, so the ROC is running 300 points, full modern. No shock there. So anything that's modern age, including your tactics, your resources, your relics, your giants, colossals, team bases, twigs, sticks, rocks, Pym particles. Those are actually a thing now. Are all gravy in this tournament. So think within 300 points. Think within the modern meta. Check out my episodes of Metafix if you're at a loss for some ideas. Maybe it'll get your brain jogged. And of course, don't forget to check Nationals, Worlds, and other ROC tournaments to see what's being played. So what you might have to play against. So that's that. So think 300 points modern for Comic Warehouse, and that's this week for tournaments and announcements for the Greater Toronto Hamilton area. Sorry guys for the delay. Hopefully next week we'll be back on schedule.